Welcome to the Hobbit house.
We are staying here for the next couple of days and we're already completely in love with it. I think this is one of my favorite places that we've ever stayed. It's so beautiful and magical and there's little like hidden treasures all over and we're so inspired for our future builds potentially.
We're gonna nip inside now. I'm gonna get the fire going. There's a little wood burning stove, make some coffee, we're gonna make some breakfast. Then we're gonna give you a little bit of a tour later on of this magical place. And I'm just so excited that Neo gets to experience cool places like this.
I know.
This is very unique.
This is the start of a lifetime of bringing him to epic magical places around the world.
Yeah.
Also, how cute that Louie and Neo are magic today.
It's a little mini-me. Okay, let's go be hobbits.
Let's go inside.
Breakfast time. This isn't a travel cot, but it packs down light enough for us to travel with it at the moment. Okay. You ready for a little nap? You ready for a little morning nap?
So it is time for this guy's mid-morning nap. He's getting a little... Are you getting a little sleepy and annoyed? What's that? That's the camera. But you're gonna go take a nap and then we're gonna keep having adventures, okay? Okay. You ready? You ready?
Neo's struggling to go down for his nap. We normally have a bit of a darker room, so we're going to close all the blinds and curtains and hope that helps.
Okay, he's struggling to nap, probably because we're in a new environment, it's all exciting, he just wants to look around and he's very overstimulated. So we're going for what we know will work, and I'm gonna try to feed him to sleep. Hopefully he'll stay asleep. We need to stir our breakfast.
Okay. Oh, this is looking good. Even though it was freezing last night, it is the most glorious day.
I know. I was nervous it was gonna be a really cold weekend, but this is dream fall weather.
Yeah, it's very crisp.
Exactly, that's the word, crisp, but it's sunny and beautiful.
I want to cheers you, but you didn't have a drink.
No.
Do you want me to make you a cup of tea? Later.
No, there's no herbal tea here, and I don't really drink British tea.
Just cheers your cup, your bowl.
Thanks.
The strawberries were a good touch.
Yeah. You always need a little freshness, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think there's something about being in a Hobbit house in this tiny, beautiful little garden that just makes me want to have a slow day of just relaxing.
Yeah. I think about this a lot. Like, obviously in Costa Rica, we're out in nature. But here, we're thinking we would love to eventually buy a base in the UK when we come spend the summers here. And we love living so close to the beach in Brighton and close to restaurants and, like, stores and tons of fun stuff. But also the British countryside is so beautiful. And being out here is just like so quiet and I don't know, I'm still undecided of where exactly I'd want our UK base to be.
We were laughing when we booked this place because we have pretty much only stayed in like glamping tents and yurts and now a Hobbit house with Neo, other than staying at our house.
Yeah.
He really hasn't been in like normal places.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking from his perspective, it must be like everywhere other than our house is like some weird tent. There's no other like normal bedrooms for him to stay in.
Yeah. I love it.
It hasn't even been deliberate. I think we've just like had so many cool opportunities like this to come and stay places, and yeah. He did really well last night.
Yeah.
We managed to keep it nice and warm, even though it went down to like 3 degrees.
Yeah, we'll show you tonight how we keep it warm and cozy.
Okay, we have just finished breakfast, and whilst Neo's still sleeping, we thought we'd give you a little bit of tour of the outside of the Hobbit house. And then once he wakes up, we can show you inside. But let's have a look. First of all, such a beautiful higgledy-piggledy door. I think that's the perfect term.
Yeah.
It's like kind of rounded, but it kind of looks like it's at a slant as well. I think this whole house just looks like it's been kind of higgledy-piggledy put together. I don't really know how it's fully standing because it's just like such weird angles, but it's just so beautiful. It's amazing. Like, look at all these like random bits of wood that have just been like nailed on. I definitely think that's the vibe they're going for.
This little mushroom.
Is this a little knocker?
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm not going to knock it now because it'll wake up Neo.
Yeah.
I love the rope around here. Little metal hedgehog and little dormouse. Hello. There's just little cute things everywhere. Oh look, ants. Look at these little metal ants. I feel like we would love this so much, just like adding all these little details and like fun little things. Also, not just the house itself, but the location is so idyllic. It's like British countryside. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. There's like rolling meadows, this cute little pond, and there's like a whole garden with flowers that we're about to see. There's these tiny little goldfish in here. You see them?
Oh yeah.
So on the top of the house, it's covered in moss and grass and I don't even know what, like little clovers, and it's really, really beautiful. I think the actual Hobbit houses were like built underground, kind of on hills, and they kind of burrow in, so it kind of gives that effect, even though it's freestanding, because there's grass all over the top. It almost looks like a little mound or a little hill that's been built into. I think this is called a living roof, and I think there's a lot of benefits because it kind of collects the moisture. Obviously, it allows all that stuff on the roof to grow. It's really insulated because it provides that layer, so it's warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. Obviously, I'm pretty big for this place. I have to duck to get in the doors, but also like duck just to get under the roof. Look how low the roof is, even when I'm sitting here. But it's really cool as well because around the outside, there's all of these little setups of like chairs. So I guess depending which direction you want to look out at, wherever the sun is, there's like little spots. You don't have to keep moving the chairs around the building. There's like...
This is the pond seating area.
Yeah, this is the pond seating area.
Okay, like Louis said, we're not gonna be able to show you all the little things, but I love this little like mushroom area. It's just so cute. And this plant is actually growing inside as well. You can see like leaves inside. And then over here, tonight we're gonna make use of this. This is a little fire pit area and a pizza oven. We got some pizzas for dinner tonight that we're gonna make in here. And we're gonna sit out here and make a fire and just be cozy. And there's so many like fairy lights around as well, so you'll see how beautiful and just cozy it looks tonight. And then behind me is the garden. So this is like a wildflower / veggie garden. I walked through here this morning with Neo and he was loving looking at everything. But it's just so beautiful and like another touch that just makes the space feel magical and like fairies live here. Look at all the beautiful flowers. It's mid-October and there's still like so many blooming beautiful flowers. There's little beans growing up here. And there's squash over here. Little zucchinis. You can see them in here. Oh, I wish we had space and we were able to build something like this, but soon. Definitely in Costa Rica.
Yeah, 100% in Costa Rica.
Back here is the second door. I guess you need 2 doors for safety, but it's also really nice. This one's close to the bathroom as well, so middle of the night you can come out of this one. In here is kind of everything you need for like cooking and eating. Yeah, there's glasses and plates, and I feel like they've really thought of everything here. Yeah, it's a really awesome place to stay, I would say. This is the bathroom. My favorite thing is what it's called. It's the butt hut. So you open it like this, and it's kind of just everything you need, really. A shower, there's hot water in here, it's an actual flushing toilet, little sink, Yeah, super clean, amazing. Oh, it's just so nice. So out here you're looking at beautiful fields ahead.
One of the most magical things for me is all of these stepping stones built into the lawn all the way around the house. Go up to the front door, and then you can come around the inside. So when we were living in LA, we bought this amazing, beautiful, like slab wood table. And when we get to Costa Rica, we want to build a lot of our own furniture from, I think this is like, probably like teak or something like that, like a hardwood. But this is really cool. Oh.
There's little fairies.
Yeah.
Okay, Neo's just woken up and I want to show you, this is the absolute best time to see him. He's always so happy when he wakes up from a nap. Hello. Good morning. Oh, that's a good smile. Hello, my love. Hi, my love. Good morning. Hi. Did you have a good nap? Yeah. Oh. Hello. Hello. Yeah? There's so much to say. What are you saying?
You blowing bubbles? Okay, now that Neo's woken up, we can have a little tour inside the Hobbit house. Hello!
Come on in. Okay, so let's start with the door. I think you can see more inside just kind of how it's all, it looks like it's just been thrown together with like whatever random wood they found, which I love. And like Libby said, there are so many little details everywhere. Just so many little touches that make it feel more like homely and cozy, I would say. I love these pillars that go through, and if you just look up, yeah, all of these pieces of wood all connect and they all go into the middle. And then here is a little fridge, coffee, tea station. Also, look how cool this is. They've included a little like Hobbit wig. Who is this, the main character?
Yeah, I guess this is like Bilbo or whatever, Bilbo Baggins.
My name is Bilbo Baggins.
And they have little pointy ears, or is that elves? But anyway, I guess you could like dress up like a little hobbit, which is so cute. I love how many windows, there's just huge windows all around, so even though it's obviously quite like small and cozy, it just feels like really expansive with the huge windows. So definitely if we build one, I'm gonna want big windows like this. So everywhere you look, there's these little pieces of wood that people have written on, and I wasn't sure what it was at first. I thought it was like quotes from The Hobbit or something, or from Lord of the Rings. But this is kind of like their guest book. So I guess everyone that stays picks a little piece of wood from the stuff for the fire, and everyone writes their little, so this says, "What a magical place to spend my birthday surprise." So cute. So we need to leave one before we go. There's like probably hundreds of little things like hung from everywhere and hidden in little corners. And then this is one of the two pull-out beds. So this is the one that me and Libby slept on. It actually pulls out to a super king, so it's quite big. And they have all these like fun little cushions and stuff. And then over here,
It's very boho, all of this.
yes, definitely. I love this like melted.
Salvador Dali.
Yep. Look up there, someone painted it. One of the guests, I guess, left a little painting. Oh, one more thing I just noticed up there is there's actually a copy of The Hobbit, if you want to read that. I wish, if you were here for a couple more days, I think I would get stuck into that. And then this is kind of the main event, wood-burning stove. This, when you light it at night, the fact that you can cook on it and it goes up to the chimney, and it's just the coziest thing ever. Like, last night was one of the first really chilly nights in the UK this fall, and it was the perfect place to sleep and just get cozy next to the fire. And then this is a second pull-out bed. So I guess if you're coming with like an older kid, then you can kind of have like as the main bed. And then a second double bed. And it's, again, just everywhere you look, there's so many little details. Oh my gosh, I saw this morning. It's a tiny little like fairy door to the outside. It's so cute. Okay, excuse me. As magical as all of this is during the day, it's way more magical at night, so stay tuned because when it gets dark, we'll show you with all the lights on and there's like lanterns around and fairy lights everywhere and oh, it's just so amazing. But first, we are gonna head out on a walk. We're gonna make a little picnic lunch and go find a beautiful place to walk in nature. You ready?
What's that frown for? Meep meep.
Wow. What is it?
What is that? Okay, we read in the visitor book that there's a little park nearby. It's like an 8-minute drive and there's a cool little walk we can do with Neo and have lunch.
Can you even see us back here?
Hey?
It's like you're just in the car alone.
Yeah, Raya sits in the back with Neo. I think for the car rides at his age, he needs someone to be with him and
Keep him entertained.
keep him entertained.
Yeah. We're going, my love.
Okay, what have we got for the picnic?
Just a little classic lunch, packed lunch with vegan smoked cheese and a vegan pastrami, arugula or rocket, garlic mayo, vegan, and hummus. Yeah, and then some cherry tomatoes to snack on, which Neo really wants to get a bite of. Guys, we're so close to giving him food. Just a couple more days. I think he's ready.
Right, take a bite of the sandwich. So Raya was just saying, other than like the festival we did, and well, there's 2 festivals. We did this summer solstice festival and then vegan campout. Other than that, this is our first little kind of getaway together as a family.
Yeah, like booking a little place to stay. It's kind of crazy because I think I always assumed we would be doing it
A lot
much earlier, but obviously just everything with my passports and stuff kind of like halted our travel plans abroad. And then we just have been loving being down in Brighton for the summer. So in a way, it's like not what I expected the first 6 months of his life to be. I thought we'd be on like wild adventures already, but it's also been so nice to just ground and be together and get closer to the people around us.
Yeah, and there's no rush. I think I totally agree. Like, it's been perfect the way things have happened, especially with Steve and Alexi moving in, having Sunny around, like having a lot of friends around.
Yeah.
I know I'm super excited to start adventuring even locally around the UK and figuring out some fun road trips we can go on in the next couple of months. I think, summer, just been staying put and just enjoying our local area and the seaside, and it's been great, honestly.
Yeah, but it also, now that we are on our first little getaway, excuse me, yeah, this just feels so special.
It's kind of amazing to me imagining it all through Neo's eyes as well, like seeing new things. I don't know if we've sat next to a lake before.
No, I was just thinking the only like body of water he's seen has been the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's cool that he's a bit older now and can actually like see what's going on and.
Oops. Yeah, he's definitely just every day, just new things are happening. He's like finding out new things he can do. He's just started like pushing himself to sitting up from being on his front.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago he did that for the first time, so that's a big new development.
Yeah,
even
so
him
special.
sitting, it's only been like, what, a week, 2 weeks max of him being able to sit on his own.
We just noticed an absolute poop explosion. He's got all over his clothes. Oh dear. Okay, right. Should we take Mr. Okay. Oh no, he's Mr. Squirmy as well nowadays. Oh, okay, let's take that off. Okay. Oh my goodness. How does it explode everywhere, Neo? Teamwork. He's just chilling in the sun. Are you sunbathing whilst we're changing you? He's like, oh, this is relaxing.
Luckily, it's actually really nice out in the sun.
This is relaxing. Okay. We managed to clean up. That was so crazy. Luckily, also, there were some spare trousers in the bag, so Neo's fully dressed, dry, clean, ready for the rest of the walk.
We were just saying, because there's a lot of like families on this walk and kids of all ages, and when I see kids that are like 7, 8, 10, 12, I don't know, it's just kind of crazy to think, like it feels like, yes, it was yesterday that he was born, but also it feels like it's been so long. He's only 6 months old, and when you see kids that old, it's like, oh my gosh, we have, I don't know, it's overwhelming in a good way and in a kind of scary way of like, we're in.
For life.
For life, this is
Yeah.
it. And he's only our first child, and we'd love to have more than one, so.
I know. I feel like I've learned so much about parenting already, and it's had such a profound impact on my life, and we're only 6 months in.
I know. We can't even talk to him yet.
I know.
It's gonna be crazy when, yeah, those kids are like having full-on conversations. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe this just sounds weird, but if you're also a first-time parent of a tiny baby, maybe you get what I mean. And also, because we have a boy, we have a son, I really notice like boys of all ages now, even teenage boys, and I just imagine what life is gonna be like when he's all those ages. Yeah.
Crazy.
Back to the Hobbit house. You ready, my little guy? You ready?
Ready.
You ready, my little Hobbit?
He's ready. You ready? You ready?
Hobbity house. Boop.
Getting back to the Hobbit house, and Neo actually fell asleep on the car ride home for like 5 minutes, but he's definitely at that time in the day where he needs another nap, so we'll set up his bed and put him down for like 30 minutes or something. Oh. Take your little shoesies off, take your little socksies off. Your trousers is off. And have a little sleep now. Nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. Have a nice little nap.
Okay, I've just changed into a white dress because I really wanted to get some like beautiful shots for Instagram photos and stuff. So hopefully this can look like more whimsical. Like
Yeah.
just a fairy living in the woods.
You
My
are a
little
fairy.
baby. My little fairy baby.
Your little Hobbit.
Hobbit baby. Yeah. Okay, ready?
So, Neo missed one of his naps that he normally takes. So he's a little bit fussy, so we're trying to entertain him until it's like a reasonable time for him to go to bed, which is probably in like 20 minutes we could get away with. But in the meantime, Neo, look at these lights. Neo, look up here. What are these? Wow, those are called fairy lights. That's a fairy. Whoa. Did you
you think those are pretty? Oh, you want to see any more? Look at these pretty lights.
Although it was honestly pretty warm today, especially when the sun was out, the second the sun starts to drop, the temperature drops. So it's definitely time to light the fire in here, make it all cozy.
It's going to get down to 2 degrees Celsius tonight.
Yeah. We do have an electric heater as well as a backup, so don't worry. Neo's definitely not going to go cold, but the fire is definitely the coziest way to warm it. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we show Neo? Look, Neo, wow.
Is that the first time you saw fire? This is scary.
Okay, so it is starting to get closer to his bedtime, so we're gonna slowly start bedtime routine, and also to get the Hobbit hut ready for bedtime.
First of all, we're going to pull out our bed, and then Raya's going to snuggle up, feed Neo. Hopefully we can transition him into his bed.
And yeah, why don't we lie down and look at the ceiling? It's so pretty. Look at the twinkly fairy lights. Aren't they pretty?
This is only the start of so many wild adventures we're gonna have. We're gonna stay in the craziest places. You excited?
Yeah! He said, yeah!
Right, Neo's down. I'm going to start a little fire out here, which we can sit by whilst we eat our pizzas. Okay, the fire's blazing. Raya's still settling Neo, and I'm going to get the pizza oven going. I feel like I appreciate the peace of the evenings when Neo's gone down. It's not a sense of relief. I think it's just recognizing different phases in our day. And I know it's going to get even more chaotic when he starts crawling and running around, but right now it seems pretty full on for both of us, or any parents. And then in the evenings, it's time to ourselves. We can just relax a little bit because it's mainly because the sense of responsibility of looking after a little person.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, he's down for the night, hopefully, or at least for a few hours.
Yeah, basically you're like, he's happy, he's safe, I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about him, and I can just relax.
Yeah.
I read something that was like, being a parent is like fitting your adult life in a 4-hour window every evening or something.
Yeah. I feel like we got the balance right now.
Yeah, and I think it's ever evolving.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the other day I had a few work things that I had to do that Louis couldn't help me with, so you took Nia on a
Yeah.
walk and I was editing, but then I was like, I just wish I was on that walk with you guys.
I do feel like right now we're working kind of part-time deliberately. I don't think this is the time to be hustling and expanding our business ideas and stuff potentially.
Yeah.
That can all come. That's, life doesn't always have to be lived at this intense pace that we were a few years ago.
But also that we were loving it then.
Yeah,
We had all the energy and the excitement, and that's what has set us up to be where we are now.
Exactly.
If we hadn't put that work in then, we wouldn't be able to do part-time or whatever that means.
Yeah. What's our pizza time saying?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know when it finished. I turned the sound off.
Okay. Oh, I think we're still good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we first got in last night, obviously it was nighttime. We didn't get to fully see the house in its glory, but right away I said, I want to build one of these, at least one of these.
Yeah.
I just love, not only is it I feel like the perfect size for a guest house kind of vibe with, a pull-out couch or whatever. Maybe I would put a little desk in there. But it's just so whimsical, and I just love that. I don't know, I think that's why our house right now is so colorful and stuff. I just think a home is meant to be fun, and especially with kids, I just want a space that can really nurture their imagination as well as ours. So
like
yeah,
really playful and
definitely.
like little make-believe. Like I want to do all those classic kind of like hidden tunnels and secret passages, and or even if it's just like secret doors they can open and it has little special gifts in or something like that. Like
And I
treasure
can't
chests.
wait to like build little fairy houses with them, put them in the garden, all that stuff. I absolutely love it. So anyway, I just love this, and I would love to build one, but I don't know if, I mean, Costa Rica on our land would obviously be such a dream. We just need to figure out materials, because I don't know if wood, and people have talked about a living roof as well. I think we're just with the dampness, like during rainy season, I think it can get quite tricky. So we just need to figure it all out. But
yeah, I think we can experiment a little bit and also just learn from others and what they're doing and things that have been tried and tested.
we were saying, obviously we originally drove the bus down a year and a half ago, almost.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, and we got to our land, we're like, right, we're ready to live here. And it was too early. But we were honestly talking today that we're so grateful that it all worked out the way it did, because already a few people have realized that like roofs are leaking, and it is like such a specific climate to build in. So we're grateful that we can that we can learn from others, and hopefully by the time we get out there, we'll have a really good idea of time's up. We'll have a good idea of how to build, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna try and look at the pizza again to see if it's any better. Oh yeah, that's done. That's done. It does slide straight off. I think that's done. Oh, this feels
Is it a
very-
little overdone?
tiny bit, maybe. You want to try a bite?
Yeah.
Maybe not. It's more like barbecue sauce. Well, that is the end of our stay in the Hobbit house, sadly.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, so incredible. Did you have a fun time, Neo?
This is definitely the first of many magical adventures that we're going to take him on. I can't wait to show him this one day. Your
Yeah.
first magical place you stayed, my love.
Also, this isn't sponsored, but the place that we found this cool little accommodation is a website called Canopy and Stars. You should check it out, we'll link them below.
And we'll link the link to this exact one below.
Yeah, there's loads
So
of really
amazing.
quirky, fun places to stay, and we're definitely gonna search some more out.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a drive home now.
Yeah.
But yeah, suggest below any other cool places we should stay whilst we're still in the UK for the next couple of months. And if you're not already, please subscribe. We've got some exciting videos coming up,
Yeah.
and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.